There's nothing that smells more exciting than a freshly picked basil plant. Ah, fantastic. Hello, this is Itzhak Perlman, and I'm about to start the process of making a pesto sauce. I'm here at my garden, and there's some fresh basil right here, and there's nothing, of course, more important in a pesto sauce than fresh basil. Fantastic. And that's going to translate incredible into my pesto sauce. I'm going to take it and mix it with, usually they do it with pine nuts. Now, please don't be alarmed if you go to the store to get pine nuts and it's so expensive, especially Spanish pine nuts. You can substitute pistachio nuts, sometimes with walnuts. I would say cashew nuts or pistachio nuts are probably the best substitution if you can get a hold of some pine nuts. Some pesto sauces don't just include basil, and this particular plant is a flat leaf parsley, and sometimes you can mix the parsley with the basil, and it can still be a fantastic sauce. I'm going to use that to make an interesting combination of pesto. There's a place in Italy that specializes in pesto sauce, and I don't know whether it's Cremona or no, it's not Cremona. Cremona specializes in violins. Oh, this is going to be absolutely great. I can't wait. So, I'm now using a food processor, and I'm going to put the basil leaves. I'm probably going to make several batches. Now I'm going to put some pine nuts. I'm just doing it by visual. You know, I don't really have any measurements. A little cashew nuts, not roasted and not salted. And then a few pistachio nuts, a couple of cloves of garlic, maybe 3. Olive oil, very important. Finally, Parmesan cheese for taste. Now comes the big challenge. How do you lock this food processor without giving you problems? I think that it needs a little bit more olive oil. I like my pesto to be a little bit more runny. I don't want a paste pesto. I want a runny pesto, not a paste pesto. That's a little bit of a... Some people always ask me, what is your most memorable pasta dish? And I can tell you that this particular pasta dish was actually in my dreams. I had it at a restaurant called La Rosetta, which was not in a little town not too far from Rome. And it was called Pala e Fieno, which means green and white fettuccine. And they had a tomato cream with peas. That was it. And of course, Parmesan cheese. And it was so amazing. That for me is the most memorable pasta that I've ever had. Okay, so I think that this is pretty good. I'm going to see how this thing tastes. Very, very good, but it needs a little bit more Parmesan, a little bit of salt, and I would say slightly more olive oil. Okay, so I'm going to get some salt, kosher salt maybe, a little bit kosher salt. All right, now for a little bit more of a taste, let's begin. Absolutely wonderful. That's what I like. This is not an original recipe. This is a very classic recipe. It's just that I want to show you how I do it, which is not exactly very professional, but it really works. Now,